All right, everybody, welcome back. This is All Things Parks. Thanks for checking us out. This is going to be our D23 breakdown of
Hollywood Studios!
which we know the hat's not there anymore, but hey, we're still
Well,
gonna
actually,
use
it is there. They just shrunk it down, and it's now a pin.
It's pint size. It's pint size. But, so a couple things released for Hollywood Studios, a couple things that were being rumored that came to fruition. And so let's talk about, I guess, the great movie ride, the GMR. What's going down there? What's going down? Let's hop right in.
Well, I personally enjoy the Great Movie Ride, so I was very upset to hear that will be closing not later this year, but later next month.
Ooh, Tootsies. But
so, goodbye.
Farewell. Auf Wiedersehen. But in place of it is going to be Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, which I was never really a big fan of. The
Steamboat
Great
Willie?
Movie, no, Great Movie Ride, but I don't know if I don't know if this is much better.
See?
But
you would rather have the Great Movie
no,
Ride.
I don't think so. I think they'll do this well, and I think it's good to have a little bit of that Mickey presence in the park. You know
I
what
agree,
mean?
and there was a comment that they made. There's not many Mickey-inspired attractions, so they're excited to bring him into the attraction. Essentially, you're gonna be in a 4D experience, but they're gonna create that 3D feel with some new way of animating things. So it's not using 3D glasses.
No glasses.
But you'll feel like it's 3D, and then obviously the 4D with the touch and smell.
All right, I can deal with that.
So you just go into his cartoons and become part of those original comics. However, they aren't the original comics. They're just going to be inspired from those.
Right.
So I don't really
cool.
know what to expect.
Brand new experience. So, I mean, yeah, maybe the ride vehicle and ride style might not be new, but at least the attraction itself will be nice and new and fresh for a little while at least.
Yeah.
But
Should smell
I feel
good.
like also, you know, if it's going to be a lot of like movies and things like that, which they don't do with others, but the more you incorporate these screens, the easier it is to change out things. So
right.
they could add in more cartoons throughout
Or
the
change
years.
them out.
Right, exactly. So that's always exciting because I'm all about rideability. You know, I like when I can go on a ride and it's going to be different the next time I go on it.
Yes.
So if they can increase rideability, because I'm telling you, after one round on GMR, I was about that was it for me. I didn't need another ride.
But you didn't know if you were going to be gangster or western. You have no idea.
That wasn't enough rideability for me.
I don't know. I'm going to
Didn't
miss
do
it. I'm going to miss it. Can't believe it's closing so soon. Very surprised on that.
Well, it was going to be closing soon. We kind of knew it was going to be closing then for a while. That wasn't a new release. We just now figured out what was going to be filling that spot. But yeah, it's kind of weird that they're not changing the facade of the building. Mm-hmm. So, you know, it would have been cool to kind of, especially since Hollywood Studios is lacking a real unique icon, it would have been cool to kind of transform, since they're not going to be using it as, you know, kind of Grauman's Theater housing those films. Kind of redo the facade to make that your central centerpiece. Exactly. Especially, you know, all the other parks, the centerpiece is right in the middle of the park pretty much. When you walk in, you can see it. I mean, Tower of Terror, but it's there, but at the same time, no.
You can't just pick one attraction.
Give us something. Yeah, give us something.
Yeah,
for
it
that
is also sad because this was the last original piece of the original MGM studio. So now nothing that was there opening day is there. And that's sad.
I mean, you got to adapt or die. Adapt or die. That's what they say out there.
I suppose.
I guess so. And we are adapting.
I'm not.
Well, some of us are. But other than the change of GMR into Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, we also got a release date for Toy Story Land. And so we're looking only about a year right now.
Yeah,
we're about 365 days, give or take 30 days for Toy Story Land to come to us. And so this is another land, you know, I feel like there could have been a lot more done to it from what I'm hearing. Like the saucer spin and this Slinky Dog kiddie coaster. I'm just...
You know what?
I can't get that hyped on it.
This is just what upsets me the most is that Toy Story is for all generations, but we were the generation that got to live through Toy Story. So why do you have to make it only for little kids? We love Toy Story.
Well, I mean, you still got Toy Story Mania in there, which that's my number. That's my numero.
I know that, but they could have made a Slinky ride that was a little more intense.
Yeah, but I think that what they're going for, because that ride really, or that park really has a couple of big thrill rides, that they're then looking for a ride that incorporates or allows for some of the little kids to enjoy. So I understand it in that facet, but like, give us something. Give us something else.
Give us something.
Because those saucers, I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna go on them without a doubt. And you know what? If they knock that playground out of the park, where like, you know, you get shrunk down to the toy size and it's the Andy's backyard, and they kill it with the details, then I'll be all right with it. But
personally, I wish it was Sid's backyard, but that's just me.
That would be cool.
With that creepy baby spider coming at you.
On purpose to not do it, because Sid's backyard was a little freaky dicky. But Last Land, big news there too for an opening date. What is the Last Land?
Star Wars Land.
Which is now, we know the name of what Star Wars Land is going to be, Galaxy's Edge.
Galaxy's Edge.
And so that's going to be in 2019 at some point. So we don't know exactly when in 2019, but sometime in 2019, and we're guessing that Disneyland's Galaxy Edge will be opening before Disney World's, but we don't know. We don't know. But again, that's going to be really immersive. I mean, that land is going to be that's gonna knock people's socks off.
Well, yeah, and that's critical to that park. I feel like this park really didn't have a sense of direction. There's only 4 rides currently.
Yeah.
So it really needs something, and this is going to help it substantially.
They call it a half-day park. I'm calling it like a quarter-day park.
Like calling it a In-N-Out park.
Yeah, like In-N-Out Burger.
And they're not paying us to say that.
No, it's definitely an In-N-Out, and you go there. I mean, if you got fast passes there, you can do that park in 2 hours and then be gone. I
mean, you could probably do it faster if it's off season.
That's very true, especially with those fast peas. Fast peas. But yeah, so Star Wars Land's gonna be legit. I'm not a huge Star Wars fan,
but it's gonna be.
But I'm pretty jacked for this. Like, I've actually watched the movies, the new movies that have come out recently, because once they announced this, I was like, oh, I gotta.
You gotta be informed.
I gotta news up. I gotta know what's going on. So I'm pretty amped for this, and like,
you should be too.
Out in Disneyland, so Cars Land was like my favorite land that Disney's ever put out, and I feel like this is gonna rival that.
Exactly.
And I'm waiting for it, because I would have loved Cars Land to be coming to Disney World, but I guess we'll take Toy Story Land. I guess.
We'll have to settle for it. But maybe eventually it will come to Disney World, and that will be a very happy day for everybody.
So. That's my 5th date. Pixar Park. They should have stopped. They should have waited on Toy Story Land, made a Pixar Park, and then really just shocked the world. That's when the world would have frozen.
Frozen would not have been part of that park.
No, I know.
I know.
It's crazy stuff. Crazy stuff happening here. But that's Hollywood Studios in a nutshell from D23. So, comment below what you're most excited for, if it's Toy Story Land, if it's Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, or if it's the Railway Runaway. Who knows?
No judgment. No judgment. Tell us the truth.
We like it all. We're going to go on all of it, so we don't judge what you like to do. But always comment below. Give us a like.
Follow us on Instagram.
Like she said, follow us on Instagram, and we will be seeing you again real soon. Ta-ta.